Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warships with me, the Pumpkin Tub. Sorry for being away for all this time. I've kind of been a little busy, as well as laziness. I've just not been feeling all that up to getting up and doing a video, which is kind of personal issues that have been going on as well, which has been holding me back. Plus, also, I've been putting off learning the new video editing software that I have. So the videos should be nice and smooth from now on. The last editing software wasn't that good. Today's battle is on Sea of Fortune. I am in the Henri IV, or Henri IV, or Henri IV, or whatever you want to call it. It's the Tier 10 French Cruiser. Today is clan battles. It's a 7v7 where you have to capture the points, destroy the other ships to win. You can't have any CVs, no CVs at all, which was quite a controversial topic because this year was supposed to be the year of the CV, which doesn't seem to be happening. You can only have one battleship, but you can have any number of cruisers or DDs. So you could have 7 Shimikazes if you wanted, for example, which we actually came across once. Let's just say they didn't do very well. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's also only domination, which is, as you can see on the map, you can see these circles. You have to capture those points. Each point will earn you 3 points over, I think, 3 points every 3 seconds, I think. So the more points you get, or the more sections you get, or points, whatever you want to call it, the more points you get to win. So on this map, the B point is actually inside of the A point. Our plan was to send one DD off to sea and scout, while the rest of us push around this side and see, kind of see what the other team is going to do. Our plan is to then capture A, move around, see if we can avoid torpedoes and whatnot from their 3 Shimikazes, while using our radar to try and pick them out. And seeing as they had no battleship, we could be in the open a bit more. But we're going to try and play it a bit more passively, just try and focus on getting the points rather than risking our lives unnecessarily. Well, not risking our lives, risking our ships unnecessarily. Using the Hindenburg and myself to use our Hydro to try and pick out destroyers' torpedoes. For example, I'm going to have to dodge these, but it's not going to be much of a problem. I'm trying to get some armor-piercing shots into the side of this Sow before it gets in behind the island. Our Montana is providing a long-range fire on any potential vulnerable targets. And our DDs are pushing round, our Shimikaze is pushing round the side of A, pumping torpedoes into B and A, just to see if we can flush out any more of their DDs, but I think they're all playing passive as well. Now the Henri is a bit of a standalone ship. It doesn't play well with others in the sense that it doesn't have much of an impact in the early game. Later on in the game, when there are less ships, it tends to become more powerful, just because it can kite away really well and chase down ships extremely well due to its incredible speed. Without using speed boost, this thing is very, very fast. It's one of the fastest in the game. It's got a 36.8 knots base speed. With speed boost, that goes up to 43.9. That's nearly 44 knots this thing can reach in a straight line, which beats anything else in the game. You cannot run away from this thing, and you cannot catch it up. If you want to chase this thing, don't bother. It can control it can just keep you at its max range without a problem, and you'll just struggle to hit it. It does have a bit of a terrible rudder shift, I must admit, at 9.5 seconds, which isn't all that great, but it can dodge when it wants to. The guns on this ship are very good. They are situated in 3x3 turrets. That means 3 guns in each turret. 9 guns in total. 2 turrets at the front, 1 at the back. And they are 240mm guns, the biggest guns on any cruiser in the game. 25% chance of fire is very nice, especially when you're firing against battleships. And its range is incredible. It's got a 19.1 kilometer range, and that just beats anything. I think the only thing that beats that is the Moskva, which I think has a 20 kilometer range. I might be wrong, I'll have to double check. Yeah, it's just great. The problem with these guns is the reload. Before adding the reload module, I think it sits at around 15 seconds. With the reload module, it does go down to 10.8, but still doesn't have that DPM like some ships do. But you can't say it doesn't chuck out damage, because it can do. Oh, you're just about to see me make a mistake. I think all the Shimikazes have launched their torpedoes, but nope, there was one more just gone off to the left there. So I am going to take a couple of torps here, but because of its incredible speed, I can mitigate the damage by dodging and only taking those 2 torpedoes on the back of the ship. It's just got 6 ricochets on the side of that shimmer. You got lucky. So its maneuverability can help. With the speed boost, it stops on a dime. It can speed up, slow down whenever you pretty much want to. Just got ridiculous skill. Someone hits him and I get my secondaries finished off that shimmer. Oh dear, that was silly. Sorry, I got a bit off. Now, its secondaries are actually 127mm guns, 6 turrets with 2 guns in each. They have a 5.2 kilometer range, which isn't bad actually for a cruiser. These turrets also double up as AA guns. You won't see much of that in this game. I do shoot down a spotting plane, but the AA is pretty good, especially when you chuck a defensive fire on this. It can defend itself quite well. Obviously it's not very useful for this game because no CVs in Clan Wars. Now, it does have torpedoes. You saw me using them earlier to not very much use, let's say. They are more of a deterrent than an actual offensive weapon. They do have a 9 kilometer range, which is very, very good, but they only do around 15k damage, and you only have 3 on each side of the ship, so you can't really use them for solo rushing something, especially battleships. You can't just go and YOLO kill them, because it just won't work. They don't do enough damage, and with their belts taking away half of the damage sometimes, especially with the Yamato, which is 55% reduction to torpedoes. It just won't work. You won't be killing anything with them. But they have incredible arcs, and the 9 kilometer range is nice, so you can deter people from coming into the cap. Now you see I was going to push into the middle there with the rest of them, and have a go at that Des Moines, but I didn't see the point. I was just going to get in their way. So I am going to go DD hunting with these good guns of mine. The HE can do very nice damage, hits a lot of modules, destroys them. Yeah, I was saying the detection on this is not good, so when you're detected you can't really place where people are. I think someone's out in the field around G6 and H6. I think there's a shimmer around there somewhere still. You can use the islands to kind of determine where they are, because you'll get detected, then undetected, then detected. Yeah, from in a smoke you pretty much can't use smoke, just like any battleship, because of the 11.5 detection while in smoke. Oh, that's something new that's come out recently. The smoke changes. Now, when sitting in smoke, depending on your caliber, the caliber of your gun, and the ship, it will determine when you get spotted in smoke. So, while I'm in smoke, I could be detected from 11.5 kilometers away after firing my main battery guns. I do make a bit of a mistake here. I can take on this Zao because he's heading towards me, but I make a mistake of going full broadside and going behind that island because I'm pretty sure there's still a DD out here somewhere and I do not want to get torped, so I'm going to eat some unnecessary citadel or heavy damage just there. He is on fire. I could have taken him down with my next salvo, but as I said, I screwed up. Let's see if we can take out this destroyer. Come on. Yep, that's kill number 2. So they're destroyed. I know there's not another DD in this cap. There's one behind me, and the gearing was last spotted on the sea line. So I'm pretty sure I can come in here and kill this Zao, like so. And there you go, I took another citadel. That was stupid of me. And then take this A point. 3 kills. I've only done 20,000 damage. I've been more of a support, just making sure torpedoes were spotted and DDs weren't messing with anyone else. I've been kind of a deterrent for them shooting at my teammates and then to shoot at me instead. That's pretty much what I tend to do in this ship, especially in just clan battles. Oh, whoops, ran into my friend here. That's pretty much it for this game. I think we're gonna go hunt down this gearing while the gearing and our gearing and the Hindenburg go and look for the shimmer, because we now have 2 capture points to their 1. So we will be getting in points a lot quicker than they will, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Shimakaze pops up behind us. I'm just going to keep going this way, because there's no point me going back at this point. Pops my hydro just in case there were torps coming, because there is a gearing out here somewhere. Right, yeah, so this is clan battles. It usually goes, it doesn't always go this well. So we've had some games where it's just been absolutely awful. You can just kind of, we've had teams which have kind of just camped, camped in their base in one spot and just ruined us because we tried pushing in. But also, when we tried that type of thing, it kind of worked the other way. So you kind of have to be smart, push in when you feel it's necessary to, and just try and do the best you can. That's it for this battle. They're just going to hunt down the Shimakaze now. Those are those torps I was on about. They're not going to hit me though, I'm not too worried about them. And then that's game over. 1 win for my clan. 4 kills, nearly got a Kraken, but not and tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions. Bye bye everybody.